Hi, this is Tina with T-T Plus, and today I have a delivery from We Love Colors. And if you've never heard of We Love Colors, they make tights, fishnets, socks, stockings, things like that. And I've been wanting to try their stuff for a while, but I never did because I thought it was kind of expensive. And then I was looking, last winter in one of the stores that I buy a lot of clothes at that sells plus size tights, and I realized that they weren't really any more expensive than what I was already paying for. They were more expensive than the tights you can get at Target, but I have found that the tights at Target don't fit me anymore, so that's not an option. The great thing about We Love Colors also is that they have a full range of colors. Like, you know, I go to the store and I can get black, brown, sometimes nude, occasionally gray, but not always. Like last summer, my favorite pair of gray netted tights died, and I couldn't replace them because I couldn't find any plus size ones anywhere. And they had bunches of cute ones in the regular sizes, you know, at Target and places like that, but nothing that really fits me. Now I can squeeze myself into some of the Target tights, but they get so tight that they don't necessarily stay up the way they're supposed to, and I'm not getting the color coverage that I'm supposed to, and it's real easy to put a thumb through them. So We Love Colors does everything that they have in their straight sizes, also in their plus sizes. So you can get any color that they have, which is really nice. So they sent me a pair of gray tights and a pair of like a, I don't know, teal fishnets. So the first thing I want to look at are the regular tights. They're a little bit more problematic generally. And the first thing I notice is they're very long, and that's really good. Sometimes when I buy tights, especially the less expensive tights, you'll take them out of the package and they'll only be about that long. And if you're skinny mini or short, that might be okay, because, you know, obviously nobody's legs are that skinny or that short. So the tights have to stretch both in length and in width to get your leg into them. And the smaller you are, obviously the less they have to stretch. But curvy girls like me, especially since I'm not short, I need them to be long enough to cover my whole leg, but then still have enough elasticity and density and stretch to fit my legs this way. Because like the less expensive tights, sometimes you notice like your calf is a nice dark, rich, dense color, and then your thighs kind of like a watered down version of that, where you can see your skin through it because it's gotten so stretched out. That means the tights aren't dense enough and aren't stretchy enough. You're really having to stretch them to their limit to fit into them. So right off, these look pretty good. Putting them on my hand is completely different than putting them on my legs, and I will do that in a minute. But they've got a nice stretch, and they feel really thick, and they don't feel like, there's my thumb, they don't feel like I'm gonna shred them when I first put them on, so I'm excited about that. And they're gray, which I need. I still need to get a pair of gray net ones though. Now, fishnets tend to be a little bit more forgiving, since they're a netted fabric. They can stretch more, so you don't have to be as careful with them. But you still want something, see look, these are smaller. And that's because they can be. Because all this fabric, I don't want it to stay solid. I want it to stretch out and show me the fabric, show me the weave. This feels really nice and thick. It's not snagging immediately like on my fingernails, which some of them do. If you can notice, it does not have control top. That's pretty typical for fishnets. And it's got a nice elastic but not too binding waistband. We'll see how that feels on. Yeah, it's a completely different type of waistband. This one's like elastic sewn at the top, and this one's just the fabric knitted into itself. Also not control top. But just out of the package, they look really good. So we'll try them on and see. Okay, here I am in the regular tights. My first thoughts are they were really easy to get on. The only thing I noticed was they don't have like a built-in like a crotch area, and I had to work them into place. I've put them on, I've walked around the house, and they feel great. They feel like they're going to stay where they are. They're not going to slowly shrink down where you find that your thighs are rubbing at the top. Does that happen to anyone besides me? Sometimes my tights drop down a little bit and I get thigh rub at the top. It's really painful. So these don't feel like they're going to do that. The waist is all the way up here. My natural waist is here. The only issue with that is that it's warmer, but it does prevent you from getting that indentation here, which is nice. I feel like I'm getting a good even coverage. I do have to admit it's a little weird to have on tights when it's 110 degrees outside, but I really wanted to try these out, so I wanted to share them with you before fall rolls around, since it's going to hit most of you before it hits me. Overall, I like them. I would definitely buy more, especially since they come in so many different colors. I give these a thumbs up. Let me try on the fishnets. And finally, here we have the teal fishnets. They give a nice even color, a little bit of fun since they are the fishnet. They were a little bit harder to get on. I think maybe I needed a bigger size. I think I'm right on the edge probably. I'll have to look at their sizing chart to be sure. I got them on. Once I got them on, they feel great. But I did feel like I had to work a little bit to get them exactly where they needed to be. And they might be a little bit overstressed in my toes now as a result. So that might be me. I'll check the sizing chart because I noticed that the fishnets and the solid tights have two different sizes on them and two different sizing. Not that I ordered two different sizes like a 1X versus a 2X, but one of them had A, B, C, D, and the other one had 1X, 2X, 3X. So I may have selected the wrong size for the fishnets. I'll double check. But they feel pretty good. They feel nice and thick. I feel like they would last a few years, which is good. So there you have it. I really like the We Love Colors tights, and I'm going to be definitely trying some more this winter.